You don't go broke the day you stop earning. You go broke the day you realize you never learned how to keep money alive. Most people don't notice that moment. There's no alarm, no warning, no dramatic collapse. Life feels normal. Bills get paid, shopping happens, festivals come, guests arrive, shoes are bought, saris are bought, makeup is bought. Peace arrives, briefly. Then it disappears. Because spending is stimulating, saving is silent, and silence is uncomfortable. I once sat with a friend who felt calm only when she spent money. Not because she was careless, not because she was foolish, but because spending gave her relief, a release, a sense of control. She earned around 30,000 taka from house rent. Her husband covered the rest. Together, they spent close to 75,000 taka a month. When we wrote everything down, slowly, honestly, something strange happened. If she wanted to, she could cut unnecessary spending down to 15,000 taka. Nothing essential would break, no dignity would be lost, no survival risk. Yet she wasn't saving a single taka. When I asked why, she didn't say she couldn't. She said, "What's the point of saving?" That answer is more common than we admit. Some people say money is the root of all evil. They've heard it since childhood, read it, repeated it, absorbed it. But that sentence hides a dangerous misunderstanding. Money isn't evil. Money is power. And power, when unmanaged, becomes destructive. Fire isn't evil either, but without control, it burns homes down. Money works the same way. That's why financial education matters more than income. Almost 2,500 years ago, Lao Tzu wrote, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." When it comes to financial freedom, that first step is not investing, it's not business, it's not even earning more, it's saving. Every financially independent person in history saved first, not because saving is exciting, but because saving creates oxygen. You don't store oxygen in your lungs forever, but without oxygen, life ends immediately. Savings work like that. They don't make you rich overnight. They keep your financial life alive. Here's the uncomfortable part. Humans are naturally bad at saving. Spending gives dopamine. Saving gives nothing in the moment. And in cultures where generosity, hospitality, and visible lifestyle matter, spending becomes social pressure, especially in Bengali Muslim households. Guests must be entertained, events must look generous, comfort must be visible, even if the money is borrowed, even if the future is empty. I'm not judging whether that culture is good or bad. I'm saying it has a cost. Borrowed spending kills savings, and without savings, investment never happens. Without investment, dependency grows. Debt slowly replaces dignity. This is not philosophy, it's arithmetic. If you don't save, you have no buffer. No buffer means every problem becomes a crisis. Illness, job loss, accident, inflation. Without savings, you don't respond, you react. And reaction is expensive. Psychologically, this creates a loop. Mental stress pushes people towards shopping. Shopping gives temporary relief. Temporary relief destroys long-term stability, which creates more stress. That's not a character flaw, that's conditioning. Now zoom out. Two people, same age, same job, same income. Sayadul Haq and Zayadul. When they retired, one was financially secure, the other was dependent. Not because one earned more, but because one saved consistently. Sayadul Haq once told me something simple. Saving is the oxygen of my financial life. Think about that sentence. If you don't save, how do you face danger?
If you don't save, how do you invest? If you don't save, who pays your medical bills at 65? If your children don't support you, what happens? We see stories every week. Parents abandoned, elderly people on the streets, children wealthy, parents helpless. Those stories aren't about bad children alone. They're about unplanned financial lives. And here's the irony no one talks about. People who earn less often understand saving better, but can't afford to practice it. People who earn more often can save easily, but don't feel urgency. Both lose, just at different speeds. This is why Warren Buffett's advice sounds boring, but changes lives. Don't save what's left after you spend. Spend what's left after you save. Most people do the opposite. Salary comes in, rent, bills, school, food, shopping, loans, family support. At the end, if anything survives, they call it savings. That's not saving, that's leftovers. You wouldn't feed your family with leftovers only, so why fund your future that way? Pay yourself first. Not emotionally, mathematically. Savings should be treated like rent, like school fees, like a non-negotiable expense, even if it's small. 10%, 5%, even 1%. The number matters less than the habit, because habits scale when income grows. Expenses usually scale faster. Many people say, "I'll save when I earn more." Statistically, that almost never happens. Lifestyle expands to fill income. The mind adapts to comfort faster than discipline. And here's another uncomfortable truth. Most systems are designed to pull money out of your pocket. Ads, easy credit, installments, buy now, pay later. They don't need to trick you, they just need you to delay saving, and they succeed. This is why financial education isn't taught properly in schools. You're taught how to earn, not how to keep. You're taught how to spend, not how to protect. Yet every great biography follows the same pattern. Warren Buffett saved aggressively as a teenager. Oprah shifted from spending income to owning platforms. Successful people delay pleasure, not because they're joyless, but because they understand time. Saving isn't sacrifice forever, it's sacrifice for leverage. And leverage buys options. Options mean freedom. Freedom doesn't mean luxury, it means choice. The choice to say no, the choice to wait, the choice to walk away. So maybe saving isn't about money at all. Maybe it's about control. Control over your future, control over your reactions, control over your dignity. The real question isn't whether you can save, it's whether you can afford not to. Because in a world designed to drain attention, money, and time, who actually gets the chance to breathe financially?